Right. Now, I think this might be the last week coming up. I think. Or at least second to the last week. We did okay with our grades, I think.
Yeah, okay. Give me a call tomorrow and we'll run down the set list, okay?
You got it, man. I think tonight I'm gonna take Sally out. Yay!
Yeah, seems like a good plan.
I'm glad you're not bitter about me going out with her, Memphis. Didn't want to lose you as a bro. Memphis and I wave goodbye to each other. I know Sally is home, though with finals coming up pretty soon, we should probably go on a date. I grab my jacket and head back outside. Unless I miss my guest, she should be around right about now.
Hey, Max!
I spin around and spot Sally coming back. Oh, hey, looks like I was late coming out.
I'm glad you came out anyway. Here, let me put Veggie away and we'll just go for a walk, the two of us.
That sounds nice. 20 minutes later, Sally and I are walking around town hand in hand. It's a little embarrassing, but she's cute, so it's alright. What's so embarrassing about holding hands? Oh, so cute.
So, if we can get enough signatures, the dean promised to look into the issue.
Wow, nice work, Sally. You're really taking a stand here.
Well, yeah. My poli-sci professor says he'll give me extra credit for it, so it's not entirely altruistic.
How are you doing in that class anyway?
Pretty well. The professor used to participate in protests all the time when he was a student. He's been pretty inspirational.
That's my lady. Gonna change the world one day.
Hopefully more than once. What about you? You want to sign our petition?
Yeah, sure. Show it to me when we get back.
You know, I hope your band does take off. There's nothing like a rock star to get a message out there.
I grin as Sally squeezes my hand. Well, every great rock star needs an activist girlfriend. Keeps me from getting all strung out on crack. I can get all strung out on the environment. I hear you can get hella high huffing oil-covered seagulls. Oh my goodness.
That might be a little off message. Still, good to know your heart's in more or less the right place.
Hey, if it's in your hands, I know it's the right place. Aww. I'll come bail you out. That's terrible, no. Well, don't play it too safe. I do like a troublemaker.
I'll just bet you do. Don't worry, I don't plan on giving you an easy time.
Sounds fun to me. I look forward to taking everything you can dish out. Sally pulls me close and kisses my cheek.
I think you'll be more than a handful for me too, boy.
Sally smiles as we continue our walk. After a little while, we find a nice bench. We watch the sunset as we talk, my arm around her. Aww, so adorable though. So freaking adorable. Don't make eye contact with the pineapples? What did you do to those pineapples? What good can possibly come from this farm? I just don't understand. It's just weird. Thrash metal. Good grief, Dominic. Tonight's the big night. Everything I've worked for comes down to tonight.
Alright, Max, we got everything ready. Well, just about. We got the flyers all printed up and the spare stuff all ordered. Had to get some spare amps and a few new mics. Long story short, bro, it's time to pay the piper.
Yeah, alright. But otherwise we're all ready to go, right?
Yeah, though I don't think Anne's paying us until after tonight, so you'd better have the money up front. Or you can call everything off. It pissed some people off, but I guess it's better than starving in a gutter somewhere.
Must you always be so dramatic? We'll be fine, brother. A few hours later, I'm standing in a rented party hall, watching everything get set up. It looks like Anne went out of her way to get this whole thing going right. I can see a bartender setting up his shop. Hopefully she won't mind a few extra guests when our fans show up. Finally, I spot the band coming in. There you jerks are. I thought you'd stood me up.
You wish, then you would have had the whole stage to yourself.
As the band files in, I'm a little surprised to see Sally helping them carry instruments up to the makeshift stage we've set up. As she puts down the instrument she's carrying, she comes over to give me a quick kiss.
You need anything else, sweetie? Otherwise, I'll go see if Anne needs a hand.
Aw. No, I think we're good. Thanks for the help, Sally. She smiles and blows me a kiss as she goes off to help Anne.
So who did Memphis end up buying a Valentine's gift for? Because I thought maybe she would show up now at with the band and everything, but apparently not.
After another hour or so, I hear Anne yelling across the hall.
Okay, everyone, I'm going to open the door. Close the curtain. You're on in 20 minutes, Max.
I give her a thumbs up and she smiles as the curtains close. I can hear the crowd gathering and take a quick peek through the curtain.
Sorry, had to cough there.
The band is almost ready. Our sound checks are long since finished. We're just making sure everything's locked down. Good crowd out there. Looks like we got a lot of attention.
Yeah, I'll bet that flyer was badass.
I grin at Memphis and close the curtain.
Thanks for saving our poster, Vikash.
A few minutes later, I hear Anne walking on stage.
Everyone, thank you very much for coming to attend my end of the year party. I know a lot of you are freshmen like me. And if nothing else, we first years should stick together. So let's not let this year be the last we see each other. I hope we can support each other and be friends all through college.
She's laying it on a little thick, but I'm sure she's just excited.
It's amazing how much Max changed in her roots. He's just like, oh, she's so sweet and so adorable, and I just want to give her a big old hug. And he's like,
oh boy. The crowd roars in appreciation of the sentiment, though. Good to hear they appreciated it.
And with that in mind, here's another band fronted by another first-year student just like us. So I hope you're ready to rock like never before. May I present? Back Alley Flash!
The curtains pull back almost instantly and I strum a chord, taking a quick look at my band before grinning and hitting immediately into our first song. As I look over the crowd, I can tell the house is full. Everyone cheers as we really get going on our first number. This is going to be a great set. At least when I look carefully, I can spot all of our roommates here ready to enjoy the show. Even Dushanik showed up. Back Alley Flash plays its heart out for the next 70 minutes. By the end, the crowd is cheering and loving it. I think the bar might be helping a bit, as it seems like a lot of them went off to get blasted while we were playing. Still, as long as they had fun, I don't really care how they got there.
So the bartender helped us out this time instead of being bored.
When the crowd inevitably calls for an encore, we give it to them, playing a fast dance number. Most of the crowd grab a partner and start dancing up a storm. I notice Rakesh grabbing Carmen for a dance. I'm surprised to see Carmen grab Rakesh's ass, though the grin on his face tells me it's more than alright with him. I can see all the other roommates dancing together, making a nice circle. Finally, we finish our set and the curtains close on us. The band stands up, stretches after a long set, and cheers. We did a damn fine job out there.
Not bad, you stage hog.
Ha! Not bad yourself, jerkface. I give him a quick hug before high-fiving Jerry and Slim. Memphis won't let that stand, though, and drags us all in for a group hug. Suddenly, Slim's boyfriend breaks us up by wrapping his arms around her. We all laugh as she turns to slug him one in the stomach for sneaking up on her. Luckily, she's not the only one with backstage visitors. Sally comes running backstage to plant a big kiss right on my lips. I smile broadly, hugging Sally close. Finally, we all head back out into the crowd to revel in the adoration of the new fans. This is the true definition of a rock god. Oh yeah. We make our way over to the other roommates who are all still gathered. Alright, how was it, really?
That was a damn good show, Max. I didn't know you actually had hard work in you.
Aw, I'm gonna blush, douchebag, thanks. Everyone laughs and congratulates me on a job well done. And with that, I think everyone deserves a drink. On me! Everyone cheers as we go forth to celebrate the end of the year for a little longer.
Not everybody! Just my buds. Some buds from my buds.
Alright, kids, you've got finals next week, so I'm sure you've all got plenty of studying to do. I could try teaching you something that's going to be on the finals, but really, why should I start teaching now?
Indeed.
The professor throws a slide on the projector that just says study before walking out of the room. Half the class opens their books and starts studying. The other half starts standing up to pick up their things. Not sure which I should do. Well, if I'm going to study, I'll do it in my own place. I pick up my things and head out the door with a bunch of the other students with the same idea. I make my way over to the cafe. I figure I'll get a bite while I study.
Wow, Max? I guess the gang's all here.
I look towards Sally's voice and see that all of my roommates really are here. They're all gathered around a table in the corner. Looks like even Isabella took a break from work to sit down. We all just kept coming in one by one. I suppose our great minds have thought alike. Sally waves at me, smiling and patting an empty seat. You can bring Vegemite in here? Oh, ow. Sorry. Sitting on my cord. Is everyone else's professor as crazy as Professor Task?
No, he's the only asshole with tenure around here. I think the schedule's all just worked out.
Wow, we almost never get to do this. This is so nice.
Yeah, we should get together more often. Most of you are pretty alright. Isabella reaches out to punch me in the arm as she laughs.
It's been a long year, hasn't it?
It really has been.
Lots of fun, though.
Yeah, I think this has been the most fun I've ever had this year.
I'm just happy you managed to learn something. Like, one singular thing. I don't know what exactly, but...
Oh, shut up. Honestly, you guys, thanks for everything this year. How about this? I know I got here late, but everyone gets a drink on me, huh? Everyone around the table cheers as I stand and go over to the counter to make a drink order. As I wait for the other clerk to get my order ready, I look back at the table with all my roommates' friends sitting around it. This has been a good year, and frankly I can't wait to see what happens next. That makes 2 of us. What's gonna happen with you and Sally? And that's the last of my water. The next 2 weeks fairly flew by. Between my finals and everyone else's, I barely got any time to spend with my friends. I put a lot of work into this last final, but it's not really my last one. Sometimes the idea of 3 more years of this seems incredibly daunting. Which is precisely why I didn't want to get caught up in this college bull in the first place. I probably wouldn't even be on campus today if I hadn't needed to sell back some books. As long as I was here, though, I went ahead and printed off my grades for the year. Despite all the craziness this quarter, I've even managed to keep my grades up. Just goes to show exactly how amazing I am. I get my grades up without even trying. Yay, Max! As I walk back toward Latin House to pack some things for a trip back home, a couple of people wave at me. I think they probably caught my show a few weeks back. I give them a wink and smile. The 2 seem glad I waved back. They throw up the horns at me, giving me a loud cheer. I give a quick bow before going on my way. I'm glad people like the show. We've gotten a lot of good buzz off of it. Oh, was the utilitarian poster more helpful than I thought it would be? Finally, standing back on the porch of Latin House, I think over all the things I've done this year. Smiling to myself, I open the door and head inside. Oh. And almost immediately run into Sally.
Whoa! Oh, hey, Max.
Whoa, sorry, Sally. We spent a few moments apologizing to each other. For my part, though, I can't help but wonder how I ended up with this bleeding heart vegetarian.
Aw, come on now.
I lean down to pet Vegemite. I don't have to lean as far as I used to. He's really gotten much bigger. I don't know, he's still, like, small enough for Sally to pick up. Aw. He licks my hand as he grins happily at me. He really is a sweet dog. Almost as sweet as his owner. As I pet him, I just find myself feeling content and happy. Yeah, she's a bleeding heart, but that just means she's not afraid to stand up for what she believes in. And my rock and roller soul really appreciates that.
What? Do I have something on me?
What? No, you're fine. Damn fine, if you ask me.
Okay, you were just giving me a goofy grin. You smooth talker, you. Oh, actually, can I ask you for a favor?
Sure, what's up, baby?
I was down at the dog park in town a couple weeks back and met someone with a dog like Vegemite. She's a mutt, too. We were talking about what breed we thought they were. Well, anyway, long story short, I promised to house sit for a little bit this summer since the 2 get along so well. Want to come help me walk her?
You're sure you're not trying to bring another dog home, right?
Shut up and come on already.
She smiles as we head down the street, off to pick up some strange dog. 25 minutes later, the two of us are walking down the walking lane in the campus park. Oh, wow. Wow, Vegemite, you really did get pig. Look at you. Oh, that's so cute. What a cute picture. Luckily, this new dog is well behaved.
Thanks for coming out with me, Max. I appreciate the help. Last time I tried to walk both at once, they just set about chasing each other. Dragged me halfway around the park.
Well, if that's all you're looking for, we can tie him to 2 different trees, and I can drag you around behind some trees. Hey.
Ha! Don't be gross, Max. Also, we're not leaving the dogs unsupervised. At least Vegemite's neutered. Means I can trust him a lot more than I trust you.
Words hurt, my dear. Words hurt. Sally just laughs at me. Well, with me. See, this is why I keep you around. You don't put up with my crap.
I thought you kept me around for my veggie-fueled body and that thing I do in the sack you love so much.
Well, not only for that. Look, I'm not saying you don't come with some additional benefits.
Oh, did you upgrade me to the full package? Do I come with climate control?
Well, I've certainly turned up the heat doing that thing in the sack you love so much. I love it when I can get Sally to blush. You guys are terrible.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I'm glad you're here with me. I'm always happy when you're around.
Even when I'm making bacon?
Don't push your luck, chump. Yes, even when you're performing questionable acts of animal consumption.
Good, because I'm happy with you too. We pause in our walk, ignoring for a brief moment the tug on our arms. Aww, that's so cute. When her lips meet mine as the sun sets in the distance, I feel like I've made all the right choices in my life. The happy sigh coming from her as we kiss in the road tells me she feels the same. I tell you the magic broke when the tugging on our arms became a bit more insistent, but honestly, the magic never did break. Is that good? Were you guys a thing? Let's find out. So yeah, that's the last thing I remember doing my first year of college. It's been years since I thought about my college days. As I look back at the time I spent in Latin House, it was definitely the start of a new chapter for me. The world seemed full of new possibilities, and I think I really wanted to seize all of them. I really tried to push myself academically. I figured as long as I was there, I might as well try. My parents were pretty surprised to see the kind of grades I was pumping out. Hooray! It was pretty gratifying seeing the looks on their faces when I graduated with a Bachelor of Arts in Music. Whatever did happen to the others? It's hard to remember everybody these days. Let's see. Oh, but I've left out Sally, haven't I? Who cares about the others? Sally managed to get us into a fair amount of trouble. We even got arrested on a few times during our college years. Usually it was just some protest where we'd get taken in with a bunch of others. We generally got off with slaps on the wrist. When we weren't protesting, everything was great. She got pretty big into yoga for a while and we did that together. I helped keep her from adopting every stray in the greater metropolitan area. It was a pretty good run. Luckily, before I had to put a final stop to any protesting, she managed to get noticed by a national animal rights advocacy group. Apparently, her willingness to put herself out there had really caught their eye. Their cause was right up her alley. She buckled down and got her communications degree and had a job waiting for her right out of college. She does publicity, actually. Between my band and her career, it was a little hard to keep things going. We ended up with a long-distance relationship for a while. Both of us had a traveling lifestyle, but we always had each other to come back to. Finally, after working on a joint venture for an ethical farming campaign, I just asked her to move in with me. We're not together all the time, but we've been sharing this place ever since. As for me, well... Back Alley Flash definitely got a kickstart that first year of college. We kept working on our act while I was at college, but after college... The band did really well once I was out of college and could concentrate full-time. Our following from the school was pretty huge. We soon graduated from Gaz's Bar to playing honest-to-God stadiums, and we were filling them. Luckily, the industry being what it is, we didn't rise to instant stardom. I think we would have imploded. I know I missed some chances with my education, but it paid off in the band. I'm not sure if you heard our last album. The guys producing it really works some magic. If the pre-orders are any indication, this one should probably hit at number 10 on the charts, which ain't half bad. But yeah, everything else about me, you probably already know. And at any rate, that's good enough for now. I feel like I've been talking about myself for ages, because my throat's kind of raw. But how about you? How was your college experience?
Yay! You guys actually stayed together at the end. Moved in together, even though you were both traveling and having long-distance relationship, which is pretty hard. I guess your auras were more compatible than you thought originally. Yay! I'm so happy. That was like, I think, the best ending so far. In the sense that Max had like a balanced education. He did graduate with a bachelor in bachelor in arts of music, and he ended up with the girl, and they stayed together after college, and the band did really well. So yay! And I just heard Nameless that Max sang. So yes, we're going back to Nameless. Oh my goodness, my throat is really sore. Sorry about that. Sorry if I sound a little hoarse. Nay. Anyway, yes, Nameless. We're gonna go back to playing Nameless for the last time to see the true ending. So prepare your hearts and your tissue boxes and your chocolate and your ice cream, and I'll have mine ready, and I'll see you over there, guys. So until then, see you later.